my fiance's work party, a girl that he's been training pulled me aside to talk about the way he is at work. I've been with my fiancé for 3 years. We're getting married in September. I've always had bad relationships, and I never thought I'd end up with someone who I could trust implicitly and not question their loyalty. I wanted it badly, but I didn't think I would have it. For a long time now, I felt that trust with my fiancé, and it's such a good feeling to feel so secure in our relationship and not be constantly questioning what we are or where I stand with him, etc. I know he's been training a new girl at work. He's told me a little about her, and I've just been so proud of him that he's moved up enough in his company to be training someone that I haven't thought much about it. But at this work event, I met the girl he's been training, and she was pretty drunk. She came over to where I was sitting, and she told me she wanted to talk to me about my fiancé, and I gotta admit, my heart dropped a little. She started off by saying that there's a lot of weird people in their office. Had to say that. Had to say that there's a bunch of weird people.
At least she did it behind their back.
True. Okay. But that my fiancé isn't one of them, and she really appreciates that. So you can compliment someone without insulting other people, just so you know. Okay.
Oh, God.
She then went on to say that if he isn't talking about work, then he's talking about me, and that he is head over heels in love with me and makes that evident daily. She told me how much she loves it when he talks about me, and that gives her hope that she'll find someone like him someday. Frick. Okay, I'm gonna go from mad to sad real quick. She said she's going through a divorce currently after a very abusive relationship. She said she is so used to feeling objectified and sexualized, but that my fiancé doesn't make her feel that way at all. She told me he doesn't look at her or any other girls in the office in that way, and that he is so respectful, encouraging, and supportive, and just a breath of fresh air. She told me over and over how happy she is that we're together, and my heart was just bursting the whole time. At one point, namely the beginning of our relationship, I would have felt so threatened by this. I wasn't secure enough in myself to hear things like this from another girl and not feel insanely jealous. But I was blown away tonight because I didn't feel jealous or threatened in the slightest. I just felt overwhelmingly proud of him for being the man that he is, and glad that he makes his female coworkers feel safe.
Aww.
King.
Wait.
Yes.
That's not it?
No, that's not it.
Shoot.
Yes, it's the bare minimum for a guy to treat a girl with respect, but unfortunately, guys don't always do that, in my experience. It makes me so thankful that he's mine and I'm his, and that he has such a good heart and soul. It makes me really glad to know that this girl is able to go to work and feel safe around him, and know that he isn't going to sexualize her or put her in uncomfortable positions. I'm proud of myself too for the growth I've undergone over the course of our relationship as well. Soon after we started dating, I went to surprise him at work, and I flipped out when I walked in and saw him talking to a girl in a proximity that I deemed too close. I cringed so hard looking back on it, but it's where I was at the time. We both had issues to work through, and we've both gone through therapy, both together and individually. And I feel like we're at such a strong point now. This girl and I bonded over some shared interests and shared dislike of a few other people at our table. So I think I actually may have gotten a friend out of it too. And I know someone will comment that they're just going to ditch me and run away together, and that's fine if you really think that.
But keep it to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Keep your dang
Say
thoughts to yourself.
Our back.
But I know my relationship, and I'm really happy, so just know in advance that it won't get to me. Queen. I just hope this doesn't come across as bragging. It's absolutely not my intention. I just have had a few drinks and my heart's been exploding all night, and I just needed to type it all out and get it off my chest, so thank you.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
Wait, I have to say this because I feel like I complain so much about like my job sometimes. And the first half of that story about like the person who trained them being like, I could have written the first half of this story because when I started at my job, I work in a very female-dominated field. Majority of our doctors are women. All the nurses are women. All of the medical assistants, most of the staff are women. And the only male nurse that I know trained me. And he was exactly this, like phenomenal. Yeah. And from day one, he would talk about how he met this man. She's from the South, like Alabama or Georgia or something, but chose to live in Thailand. This man's met her while she was living in Thailand, and he would fly for long weekends from
crazy.
Philadelphia to Thailand to spend a weekend with her. Anyway, he is just like one of the best people.
Yeah.
And just like how OP was saying that the girl was like, oh, there's some weird people here. Like, I work for a huge hospital system. We have so many locations, whatever. And there's just so many people. And of course, there's weirdos, right? But you don't have to say it. No, but like there's people that not everyone likes each other. And I'm just so grateful for this nurse that trained me. And I know that he trained some of the other nurses that I am very close with now. And although we work at 4 different locations, we all have a group chat where we talk every day about, you know, we still need help with work. And like this one guy is always there for us. And recently we went to a work sponsored outing and he was there with his wife. And we were all just like so excited when we saw her walk in. Like we were like, yay, she's here. Like we figured he was coming, but like, oh yeah, so excited to see her. Cause like we talk to him all the time. We don't get to see her. And it was just like, it's literally like I could have written the first half of that story. I mean, I could have written more of it if I spent more time with this guy and heard him talking more about his wife. But like, it's just so cute because I literally heard that story and like my heart lit up because I was like, oh, that's me and my coworkers talking about our one coworker because we love him.
That's so wholesome.
Yeah.
Aww. I hope it gives hope to all the people that are in shitty working situations because they're like, oh, wait, it doesn't have to be like this. Like some people have really positive work environments and that can be you too.
And you can be the person that makes it positive.
True.
You can be OP's husband who like is that person for someone else.
That's a great point. We should all strive to be like OP's husband.
I'm so grateful that I have OP's husband at my work.
Yeah.
And I hope that someday I am OP's husband for the next person.
Yeah, totally. Oh, that's so sweet. And also, not every relationship involves cheating. Some relationships involve full trust. Isn't that amazing?
Not all relationships are about work wives and work husbands.
Yeah.
The next time I hear that, I'm going to bring out the spritz bottle. I'm done with that phrase.
Yeah, work wife, miss me with that.